Alright guys, how's it going? Today we're going to be breaking down the MyCareer mode trailer for WWE 2K16, as there was a ton of stuff included in it, so let's get right into it. This year, MyCareer mode takes place over the course of 15 years, and it sees you start out as one of NXT's top prospects, so unlike last year, there's no sign of any custom guys like Baron Blade. Instead, you'll head straight to the NXT roster where you'll take on other NXT talent. Even though that's the case, the Performance Center is still in there, and it plays a big part of your training as you'll be trained by none other than A-Train himself, Jason Albert, or Lord Tensai, Prince Albert, or whatever you want to call him. He replaces Bill DeMott as the head trainer. Once you do get into a match, the first thing you'll notice is the star rating in the top left hand corner of the screen, as this has been added to help players keep track of how the match is progressing. So if you have the task of putting on a 5-star rated match, then you'll know how close you are to completing that goal, unlike last year where you didn't know what the match was rated until it was all over. So this is a much needed addition, and it helps players know exactly what's going on and just exactly what they need to do to reach the goal. Aside from the rating tracker, you'll also notice that our MyPlayer only has 2 reversal slots available to begin with, although over time this will increase as you gain XP and then increase your stats. Another new addition this year sees backstage interviews taking place between matches, so they're conducted by Renee Young, who'll fire questions at you with set responses available that you can choose by pressing one of the face buttons to give the kind of response that you want to give, allowing you the freedom to reply as a heel or a face, and that'll help build your character and affect how each storyline plays out, with responses also affecting your relationships with other superstars, and that can all be tracked in the new Allies and Rivals menu. So here we get a glimpse of that menu, with your allies shown on the left and your rivals on the right, with the highest rated opponent being the one that you're currently locked in a program with, as you can see here with Hideo Itami. You'll also notice the option for a tag team partner, as you can select one of your allies to team up with should you want to go after the tag team titles, with the primetime players in the game as the default champions, and then other teams including Goldust and Stardust, the New Day's Big E and Kofi Kingston, the Usos, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, NXT's Vaudevillains, Damien Mizdow and Curtis Axel, so that confirms Sandow has the Mizdow name and gimmick in the game, although he's still been updated to form a tag team with Axel instead of The Miz. We also have the Lucha Dragons and what looks to be custom teams with R-Truth and Xavier Woods alongside Heath Slater and Zack Ryder. As we go back to the main MyCareer menu, you'll see another of the new additions is tonight's matches, and this allows you to check the match card for the current show, similar to Universe mode, where you then have the ability to perform run-ins by selecting a certain match. So here we can choose to run in on one of our rivals and customize how we want to go about it, so we can either run in mid-match or during the entrances, with further options of who we want to target, along with the whereabouts to run in from, such as the top of the stage, the ramp, or even the barricade. Once you've made your options and you find yourself at ringside, you'll have a whole list of abilities to use similar to managers, with options to take control and perform moves, walk out on the match, distract either man, cheer, grab a weapon from under the ring, distract the referee, or even the new ability of breaking up a pinfall by pulling the ref out of the ring while he makes the count. So this is a really cool option, as it allows you to check the card to see who's wrestling, and then if there's someone that you want to start a storyline with, you can choose to run in on their match and get things going, unlike last year where the programs you'd be booked in would be completely reliant on the AI. As we go back to the list of tonight's matches, you'll also notice the option to simulate matches, so just like in Universe mode, you can skip matches by simming them. Heading back to the main menu, you can see another new option is the Authority, as they now come in place of Vicky Guerrero as the general managers of MyCareer, with both Triple H and Steph having a huge role in the mode that allows you to either do their bidding and reap the rewards by completing any objectives to set you, or you can go the Stone Cold route and rebel, go up against them and any superstars they've recruited, such as the Big Show or Kane. If you'd prefer to just do your own thing, you can also stay neutral and mix it up by completing some objectives and then ignoring others, so that'll allow you to stay impartial. As for what kind of objectives to expect, here is one example, as the Authority orders you to win by DQ, so if you do this, it'll not only increase your favourable rating with them, but you'll also gain an extra 200 SP to use in upgrading your superstar. Another new addition to the menus this year is the Rankings menu, so that allows a player to select a certain championship to challenge for, so they can press X to join and that'll add them to the rankings, so they can then see how close they are in competing for that title and how close they are to becoming the #1 contender. So this is a great addition, as it allows players the freedom to decide what they want to do and which championship they want to go after, which is one of this year's main goals. Also shown on this screen are a few of the NXT Superstars overall ratings, with Kevin Owens surprisingly high at 91 overall, Finn Balor 88, Sami Zayn 87, and then Aiden English and Simon Gotch at 80. Also shown is the custom superstars rating, which is 76, although this is when he's holding the NXT Championship, so it will generally start out a little bit lower than this to begin with. As for the other superstars ratings, we'll have John Cena the highest at 95, Sheamus 90, Rusev 88, then Ryback, Stardust, Bad News Barrett, Neville, Luke Harper and Dolph Ziggler all rated 86, The Miz and his former stunt double Damien Sandow come in at 84, and then finally we'll have Kurt Axel at 83. So that's the first look at some of the overalls. Owens is by far the biggest surprise as he's rated a lot higher than the majority of the roster. Finally, the main goal of MyCareer mode is to get inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame, so you'll see a Hall of Fame menu on the main screen which takes you to this new section. So this lists a ton of career goals for you to try and complete over the course of your 15-year career, of which there's 5 main goals and 7 sub goals, so completing these will boost your case to be inducted, although it's unknown if you have to achieve all of these or just a certain percentage. The main goals shown are hold any title for 365 days, hold every championship at least once, be a 10-time title holder, win every WrestleMania match in your career with a minimum of 12, and then oddly the last one, lose every match in your career for 3 years. So I don't get why that last one's in there, it seems a bit odd, but if you want to do them all, it should be possible, as you could lose all the matches for the first 3 years, which I would guess would see you not included on the WrestleMania card. Then you can go the following 12 years on an unbeaten run at WrestleMania, completing the minimum 12 matches required for the other main goal, so it should be possible if you plan it out. As for the sub goals, there's 7 of those, but we only know 3, so we've got be a 3-time Royal Rumble winner, main event WrestleMania 3 times, and main event SummerSlam 3 times. So even though those are sub goals, they're still pretty big accomplishments, and actually achieving them should be quite challenging. Anyway guys, that is all for this breakdown. There's quite a lot to digest as there was so much in the trailer, all of which looks to be a great improvement over last year, and it's got me really looking forward to playing it, which is actually something that I'm going to do on this channel this year. So if there's a certain superstar that you want me to play through it as, let me know about that in the comments, as I'm not sure whether to do it as my own custom character or create a past wrestler to use. So let me know what you'd prefer to see, and then I'll sort out some plans in the lead up to release. Until then though, let me know your thoughts on all the new details in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, I'll catch you later.